And I am saying we will be praying together tonight and tomorrow. But the thing is, I want God to restore you and revive you. But as soon as He does, there's a price tag and strings attached. Just like as Peter was restored, Jesus said, "Do you love me, Peter?" Peter responds, "Yes, I do. I love you." Immediately, Jesus says, "Then go feed my sheep." "Do you love me, Peter?" "Yes, I do, Lord." Peter goes, "Feed my sheep." The third time, "Do you love me, Peter?" Peter says, "I do, Lord. You know that I love you." And God says, "Peter, from this time on, you're not going to be a free man anymore. You're not going to decide which direction you're going to go to, what kind of life you're going to live. From now on, that is going to be placed in my hand, and I'm going to decide the way and the manner in which you're going to die. Are you going to serve me? You're not going to deny me and run away anymore? And in fact, Peter, I'm telling you right now, you're going to suffer martyrdom and you're going to die for me. The painful death that you tried to avoid just a few days ago. The painful death, the humiliating death that you tried to run away. Denying our relationship. You said, "I don't know Jesus. I don't know Him." And then at the end, you cursed me. That death that you tried so hard to avoid by running away. Peter, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to restore you, but you're going to die. The price attached. And that's why Jonah ran away. Ran away. One more thing. As Jonah ran away and the storm came, the Bible says the sailors began throwing the cargo into the sea. Isn't that interesting? The mission, the purpose of any ship is what? To carry the cargo and carry people. Soon as the storm came and the boat was in danger, the priority, they didn't have to sit down and decide. It was clear. Human life above any other material. We got to save people. Cargo, as precious and as expensive they might be, we're throwing them down, and we're throwing them into the sea. It really doesn't matter because we got to live first. For your spiritual life, are you prepared to pay the price? Because we can't have both. We can't have both. The reason that we're being dragged down all the time and our spiritual life doesn't go anywhere is because we're still in bondage. In your life, in your walk with God, even today, is your relationship with Jesus Christ more important than anything else? Are you willing and ready right now to throw away all the things that are precious to you? That you've worked so hard to gain? Are you willing to throw them as if they don't mean anything to you? In order that you can maintain your vibrant relationship with Jesus Christ? But then that's exactly what Apostle Paul said and did, isn't it? He said, "I consider all that stuff rubbish." In order to know the surpassing greatness of knowing Jesus Christ. Friends, today, as you come before God and say, "God, revive my soul, revive my spirit. I am tired of compromising and running away from you." God says, more than glad, I'll be welcoming you. But I want you to know something. It's not free. It's not free. Are you willing to pay the price? I hope you are. Because I am. It doesn't matter how long you've been a Christian. It doesn't matter how long you've been a real, vibrant, spiritual person. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. I can always walk away from God the way Jonah does and had done. I am no better. I am no more responsible than Jonah in my relationship. I need God every day of my week and every day of my life. And the moment that I start backsliding, that's the day that I'm going to lose this vibrant, exciting, incredible relationship and intimacy with God. And if I lose that, I lose everything as a man of God. And in order to gain that, as Paul says, I'm willing to treat everything else rubbish. Are you? I didn't say it was an instant decision. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying just because you pray tonight that all of a sudden you'll be relieved from those temptations. Guys, remember, Jonah was a free man. But as he ran away, he found himself on the deck of a boat. You know, I don't like cruises. Not that I've been on it many times. I've only been on it once, and you know, I get all kinds of stuff. You know, all kinds of phobia when I get on it. My wife doesn't understand, but that's just the way I am. Out in the sea on the boat, and I can't go anywhere. You know, that thought just, you know, it's traumatic. I can't imagine. Traumatizes me. But, you know, my wife likes it because she says it's relaxing. You don't have to find a place to eat, and it's all there. And, you know, 5-6 times a day you can eat. And not that she eats a lot. I don't know why that's, you know, but she says, you know, she likes it. So, you know, I love my wife, and I usually accommodate her wishes. You know, your wish is my command kind of thing. So next June, our 25th anniversary is coming up, and I've been saving up all this American Express mileage stuff, you know, so I can take her on a cruise. But just I think a week or 2 weeks ago, I said, honey, as much as I love you, and as many miles I have saved up until now, I just can't go on a cruise. I get claustrophobic, and you know, it's gonna be very, you know, very difficult time, and I'm not gonna be, you know, in good mood to celebrate anything. And by about third day, you're gonna hate me, and you're gonna hate the fact that we got on this thing. So, unlike you, some of you that enjoy cruises, I don't like it. So, when I see this story, I'm saying, Jonah, what have you got yourself into? You were a free man. You could run anywhere. Now you're on a boat. All God's got to do is send a storm, and you're dead meat. Where are you going to run to? So I said, Jonah, you made a mistake. If you're going to run away from God, don't get on the boat. Don't get on the plane. Run away on your feet. As you can decide which direction you're going to go to. But you know, it's a parable, isn't it? Listen, guys. When we disobey God, we find ourselves in a spiritual jail, prison, captured. Our hearts captured. Our destiny is captured. Our dreams are gone. Our vision has been exhausted. Out there in the great sea, all I can think about is survival. That's not a way to live. That's no freedom at all. So when God pursues us and chases after us, we think we're going to lose the freedom that we want to enjoy. We want to make our own decision. We don't want God to make decisions for us. I want to make my decision. If I'm going to obey God, I'm going to do it on my own terms. But again, Apostle Paul is so wise in telling us what a deception that is. He says, when you're in disobedience, you live in sin, and sin will enslave you. But when you surrender your life and your free will to God, feel like you're going to be captured and you're going to be in God's prison. You're not going to be able to enjoy anything. You're not going to be able to do anything on your own. Instead, Apostle Paul